Good morning and welcome back to Your Financial Independence, where we're always trying to grow your financial independence. So today I do have a penny stock. I know penny stocks are a little bit risky, so I want y'all to hear me out on this one. We're going to get into the balance sheet later and I'll show y'all why it's not that risky. We're going to be talking about a Canadian cannabis company called GTTF Holdings. Ticker symbol is GGTTF. This is an OTC stock. So today we're going to be looking at the Q1 2021 earnings call. So they had a gross revenue of $2.2 million compared to $2.5 million, which is a decrease from 12% of the total sales. And with this, I know a lot of people were looking at like, oh, this small company, now they're starting to decrease in sales. Like people don't want their product. That's what I think a lot of people, they just looked over the actual earnings, the revenue, stuff like that. And they kind of got scared. The stock did go down a little bit. But I want to point out some of the things that people missed out on. But before that, if y'all do want daily news, whether we're talking about earnings, overviews of stocks, what I'm potentially buying, what I'm potentially selling, make sure you subscribe and like the video so that way we can grow this small channel. And then comment down below. Let me know about a stock that you want me to maybe do some oversighting on. Maybe I can look into the company. And who knows, if I like it, I may buy it. So they withheld inventory. That way they can meet contract obligations with an Israeli export agreement. That way they can launch the blunt, the BLNT, and the black market BLK MKT brands that the company does own. So this brought gross margins dollars of $811,000 compared to $686,000, which is an increase from 18%. So gross margins rose from 30% to 41%. So now, basically, to brief that up, just in case y'all don't know what that means. So if they sell something for $1, they're basically going to be getting 59 cents of revenue. So recreational cannabis sales came in at 82% for the total sales compared to 87%. Recreational weighted average selling price decreased 9% to $7.48 per gram as the company initiated a nationwide repricing strategy on certain products, aka like the black market, the blunt products that are selling very good, and they're realizing like, hey, the demand is so high right now, we can start marking these things up a lot because we're actually below competitors' inventory and we have a better product. So it makes sense for them to raise their prices on their products. And net income and comprehensive income of $815,000. This is compared to a $7.9 million loss. So they fully repaid its $2 million convertible promissory. Tumbleweed Farms executed an agreement with Habitat Craft Cannabis, under which TWF will provide co-packed and sales services to Habitat. 3PL Ventures completed construction of a purpose-built indoor cultivating facility. So this is an indoor cultivating facility that is a massive 60,000 square feet. So now we're going to get in some of the key sales and highlights of Q1 2021. So Black Market Cherry Punch was the #1 selling product in Ontario for the month of December. In a huge city like Ontario, to be the #1 selling product for a whole entire month, that is massive. If you walk into any kind of store or dispensary, I guess you would call them, there's products everywhere. There's name brands everywhere. There's different kind of SKUs for that name brand. So to be the #1 selling product is massive. And now all these people are going to go around town, all their friends, family members, if they do partake in this product, and they're going to talk. People talk, and that's how you get free advertisement. So they increased the SKU listings in British Columbia to 22 and then Ontario to 16 products. They also launched Alien Sand Mint Cookies and Peanut Butter Mac, which is overwhelming positive response. They launched the first blunt in legal Canada cannabis markets up under the BLK MKT brand, Black Market. So if you look at it from the same perspective as alcohol markets, the black market is kind of like, they're more so catering towards like the Hennessy, the Patrons of cannabis, if that makes any sense to y'all. Just started Q1 and they've already exceeded Q1 revenues. So you can see with withholding product, that way they can meet their export agreements that they made with Israeli. Now they're actually got all their products back on the shelf. They're making sales right now. So I'm not a financial advisor, as I say in just about every one of my videos. I'm sure most of y'all know this by now. But this creates a very good buying opportunity before Q2 revenues hit, because I don't think people really saw this. I think they looked at like the financials, their revenue and stuff like that, and were like, oh, they're starting to lose money a lot now. But no, they've already exceeded Q1 revenues and Q2 just started. So they also closed a bought deal public offering, which gave a gross proceeds of $23 million to the company. The company maintains a strong working capital position and a balance sheet. Currently, cash balance of approximately $19 million. For a small company like this, $19 million on the balance sheet in cash is killer. Let alone they have zero debt. Zero. They have no debt. And they have $19 million in cash equivalents. So there's really low downside to this stock, especially with how much they're growing revenues. And as you see, they already exceeded Q1 revenues, and we just started Q2 revenues. So that's amazing on the company's part. So looking at some of the financials, the total gross revenue came in at $2,229. Total net revenue, $1,970. Recreational sales, $1,570. Gross margins, I cannot point this out enough, went from 30% to 41% that they're making on their product. The total average selling price went from $6.14 to $6.41. So this is them realizing like, hey, we can get more money for our product because people are willing to pay this. And we're already lower than all the competitors anyways, and we have a better product. We might as well get more money off of it, and people are willing to pay that. I wanted to throw this in there because the balance sheet's really hard to find. Like Yahoo Finance and a lot of other people, being that it's such a small company, you really can't find it. But as you see here, G-Tech repays $6 million loan and eliminates all debt. So they have no debt, $19 million in cash on their balance sheet. And with this, your financial independence investors, I hope this gave you a good overview of the stock and maybe gave you some insight on a very fast growing cannabis company in Canada. So with this video, make sure like, comment, subscribe, throw a comment down there. Let me know another stock that you want to see earnings on. I can do an overview of that, or dive deep into a stock that maybe you like, and I can give some pointers and like directions of what I think about the stock. And with this, I hope y'all have a great day.